I have been keeping a secret for a very long time now, and I'm so excited to finally tell you that I am going to. This is my most anticipated vlogmas video because I've been keeping a secret from you guys, and I'm so excited to finally tell you that I am going to Asia. I am going to China and Japan. I will be visiting all 3 of the Asia Disney parks. I feel so weird to physically be saying that because this has been something that has been in the works for over a year now, and I've been keeping it a secret because I really wanted to do a big reveal because it really is a big deal to me. I can't believe that it's right around the corner at this point, and it is going to become my whole personality at this point as well. So this is going to be the journey of a lifetime, honestly, and I can't wait to bring you guys along for it. Also, hello, if this is the first video that you're seeing of me, my name is Taylor. Welcome to my tower. I am a Disney creator and my home park is Walt Disney World. I live in New Jersey, but my favorite park to visit is Disney World. It is the closest to me. It's the one I go to the most often. I've only ever been to Disneyland one time a few years ago. And then as far as my travel experience in general, I've been to Europe, but that is it as far as my travel experience goes. I just typically go to Disney World all the time. So to be going literally halfway across the world and visiting my dream Disney park, it's the #1 thing on my bucket list. It has been for a long time, which is Tokyo. So now to be able to literally fly halfway across the world and go on this trip, it's going to be absolutely insane, and I just can't wait to sit here and tell you guys all about it. So let's go ahead and get into that. So I'm going to be sharing some of the details of the trip, but also not sharing too much because I need to protect myself for safety reasons and privacy reasons and stuff like that. But I'm doing another creator trip with Magic with Liv. When we were all in Disney World in October of 2023, we had said how badly we all really wanted to go to Tokyo. It's something that's been on my bucket list for a very long time, mostly because I know how cool Tokyo DisneySea is, and at Disneyland they have the Beauty and the Beast ride that is so iconic. I've just always wanted to visit Tokyo in general. I feel it's a really cool city. It's the largest city in the world. So when she finally announced that she was doing another creator trip, I was comfortable going because I'm going with the girls that I'm already friends with. But what is unique and different about this experience is that we're doing Liv's trip first, and then 4 of us will be going to China together to continue our portion of the trip. So I'm really excited to do the first part with, I think there's 16 of us. So yeah, having that first week in Tokyo is going to be all planned for us. Everything is being organized by Liv, so it's really nice for us to not have to worry about that. But as far as the China portion goes, it will be me, my friend Lindsay, my friend Andrea, and her cousin Bree. So it will be the 4 of us going to China together. I will be gone for a total of 3.5 weeks, I think. It's a really, really long trip. And like I said, for my safety, I am just not going to share the specific dates, but it will be in February. A few of us will be meeting in LA to fly together and just kind of have a nice chill day before we fly out the next day. So Tokyo is our first destination. Like I said, we'll be doing the first week with Liv. She has everything organized. And some of the things we'll be doing is obviously Tokyo Disneyland, disneysea. We'll be going to Expari, which is their version of downtown Disney and Disney Springs. We have just one day in each park for Liv's trip, and then the rest of it will be sightseeing. We have plans to do some Mario Karting around the city. We'll be visiting some temples. So I'm really excited to just get immersed in the whole culture over there. After Liv's trip, we will be doing an extension to get more Disney days in. So we will be doing an additional day in each park, and I think we might even be doing a 3rd day and just kind of splitting that between the 2 parks. And then we will be visiting the Hong Kong and Shanghai parks, and then that is all we'll be doing in those 2 cities, is just going to Disney. So it's been so much work to plan this because, we are doing part of a creator trip and then part having to do a lot on our own as far as going to China. It's been a lot of hotels to book, a lot of flights. It's been so much more planning than I could have imagined. We do FaceTime calls all the time with the girls who are going to China because we've just been doing so much research on our own, especially Linz. So shout out to Linz. I know you watch my videos. You are absolutely killing it with planning for this trip, and we are all so grateful for you, but I especially am very grateful for all the work that you've put in so far. So as far as hotels go, we have pretty much everything booked. We just have our Disneyland hotel to figure out where we will will be staying in Tokyo is really exciting. Where we're staying for both Hong Kong and Shanghai are really exciting. We have some themed rooms. We opted for some bigger rooms in some places. I will say that you can expect some Toy Story content from me. We'll be staying at some hotels that have Japanese onsens, I think is how you say it, but they're just kind of like public baths. It's like a thing that they do in Japan where you just go and do like a soak with people that are the same gender as you, and I think that there's some that are like mixed genders and stuff like that. So I don't think that that's an experience I will be doing, but the girls and I, for our like extension part of the trip, are definitely planning on staying at a hotel that has our own private onsen. That way we can just have it in our room and, you know, be comfortable with just us. So that is something I'm really looking forward to. We'll be staying in all different parts of the city. We have like so many different hotels booked. Like I think the longest that we stay in a single hotel is 3 nights out of the whole 3-week experience. So we will be traveling, moving around a lot, and we'll be getting to experience a bunch of different parts of Tokyo itself. So I'm really excited to just kind of get really well versed in different parts of the city, different views, different sights, different tourist attractions. It's going to be a whole journey, obviously, because it's going to be 3 weeks long. So that is basically like the gist of the trip. I just can't believe that next year I'll be able to say I've been to 5 of the 6 Disney parks around the world. Like that's crazy. And like I've said before, I do have plans to visit Paris for my 30th birthday. That trip is nowhere near planned. It's just a concept, but I definitely want to go to Paris as like a 30th birthday celebration for myself. So that's so cool to be able to say that by the time I'm 30 that I will have visited every Disney park in the world. It's something that as a Disney lover, especially a theme park lover, it's just like the biggest thing on my bucket list, and to be able to bring you guys along, have people that care to come along with me is just so exciting, and I just can't believe that it's real. I can't believe that we've made this happen. I've always told myself that I would love to go to Tokyo, but I never thought that I would find my people to be able to go with me, and it's just really exciting to know that I have my friends that are able to go on these trips and that want to do this. It's been a lot. It's been really overwhelming to plan some of this, but now that things are really finally booked and coming together, it's just like getting us all really excited for it. So speaking of being excited, let me just run you through some of the things that I personally am looking forward to the most out of this trip. So the first thing is honestly visiting the 7-Elevens in Japan. I feel like they are very well known, obviously. It's way different than our 7-Elevens here. They have a lot of really cool food options, and I'm just so excited to check them out and get food from there and just really be immersed in the food and the culture. And as a picky eater, I'm very interested to see how this will go for me, because I think that I'm going to have to force down a lot of meals. I don't think that there's going to be a lot of options for me, but I'm very open to trying things. It will be very interesting to see what I eat, because I do not like seafood in any capacity. I also really don't eat much beef as far as that goes. I don't like pork at all. So yeah, it will be really interesting to see how my diet is out there, but I'm still really excited to try everything. So I will be flying Spirit with one of my flights. I fly Spirit all the time from Jersey to Florida. It's just what really works for me. I like the airline. I don't have a problem with them. And I'm actually going to be flying one of their big front seats, which is like the first class version of Spirit. I'm actually really excited about that because it's something that I've wanted to do for a long time, but it never made sense. And this trip it does, because I'm going like the furthest distance throughout the US that you possibly can. So it's a pretty long flight. And also the big front seats include a checked bag, a carry-on, and a personal item. So with the price that I was going to pay with just like a normal seat and then having to add on my luggage, it was only like a $40 difference to just book the bigger front seat. So I opted to do that, and I'm really, really excited about that. I'm also really excited for like the photography and videography aspect of this. I don't think that I want to necessarily plan too much. I really just want to absorb everything while I'm there. I want to just capture things as I want to. I like to normally pick out real audios and find trends and stuff, and I might do a few, but as far as like, you know, content wise, I just really want to capture what the moment brings me, and I really want to get creative with my photography. So I definitely plan on bringing my Canon DSLR that I have. I haven't used it in years, but I want to pick that up and get familiar with that again. And I'll have my G7X for some photography. I'll obviously be vlogging with my DJI. So I'm just really excited to capture like every moment of this trip. Like these vlogs are probably going to be so long, so I hope you guys are ready, because I want to document everything. I know the girls are also really interested in the vlogs, so I know that they will help to make them more interesting and fun. So content wise, I'm very excited for all the photography that I'll be doing, all the photos that I'll get. I still have a lot of outfit planning to do. I actually haven't really started that at all. So that is something that I will make videos on before I go, so you guys can help me like pick out my outfits. So the biggest thing that I'm excited for this trip is obviously to see the Tangled ride. As soon as I heard that Japan was getting a Tangled ride, that is what made me be like, okay, okay, this can't just be a dream anymore, like we have to book this trip. And so I've been trying to avoid every single spoiler that I possibly can for Rapunzel's Lantern Festival. That's the name of the ride, but I just knew that I needed to go on this ride and experience it for myself. If I'm totally honest, that is the biggest reason that I decided to go on this trip, because I knew I could not live my life knowing there's a Tangled ride out there and I haven't been on it. I also really love Tinkerbell, so in Fantasy Springs they do have a Peter Pan section and they have a specific Tinkerbell ride, so I cannot believe that I'll be going on that as well. So in their Fantasy Springs area they have Tangled, Peter Pan, and a Frozen area. I am so excited to visit all three of them. But yeah, it's just like so crazy to me that I will have this whole like international experience. Like I just keep reminding myself that it's real, because part of me is like, oh, it's so far away, like, you know, yeah, I'm going, but like the closer I get, the more I'm like, no girl, this is happening. I think the biggest thing I'm really looking forward to is dining at the Snuggly Duckling, to go on this Rapunzel's Lantern Festival ride and to get photos in front of her tower. Like, I can't believe it. I just really cannot believe it. I cannot wait to try some of their iconic foods out there. I know like the little alien mochis are really iconic and I can't wait to try those. As far as Shanghai, they do have a whole Zootopia land, so that's like the biggest thing I'm looking forward to there. I feel like that's going to be so iconic. As far as Hong Kong goes, I don't think that there's anything like specifically that I'm looking forward to there. They also have a Arendelle section, so obviously that will be really cool to see, but I think what I'm most looking forward to there is their castle, honestly, because it is very similar to Magic Kingdom, but not quite. I just think that it's definitely going to be bigger. I can't wait to see like the walkways, because I know that the walkways there are like much wider than Disney World, so I feel like I'm gonna come back and Disney World's gonna feel so much smaller to me. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking forward to most for like the parks. But as someone with anxiety, it's definitely been a mental toll for me, but I just know that this will be so worth it, and I know that I can do this because I have no children. I don't have any like obligations holding me back. I have a very flexible job. I make my own hours. I did not want to let this opportunity slip through my fingers, so I'm doing it. I'm seizing the opportunity, and yeah, I really just cannot wait. That's kind of it. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and let me know, but I will be making a ton of more videos on this before I leave. I definitely want you guys to help me plan my outfits. I can't wait to film like my packing videos and just showing you guys everything that we're doing. I'll give a ton of advice for anybody else who might be going for their first time, because I think that could be super helpful, and I just think it will be so entertaining for you guys, especially because I do plan on vlogging every single day, even if it's just a travel day. Like I plan on bringing you guys along for literally everything, so you will have a ton of content from me from this trip. I am so freaking excited that my secret is now out. I just can't wait to bring you guys along for this entire journey. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up because it helps other people to find my channel. Also be sure to subscribe because we are going to Asia, girl. And I will see you real soon. Bye.